अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन। नाज़रीन, अॼु जे हिन ख़ासि प्रोग्राम में असीं हिकिड़ी अहिड़ी शख़्सियत सां गुफ़्तगू कयूं था जंहिंजो वास्तो त सिंध सां उअं न आहे जीअं असांजो आहे। उहो सिंध जी जनम वरितल शख़्सियत न आहे, पर सिंध जो जेको सुञाण आहे, सिंध जी जेका तारीफ़ आहे, उहा आहे जेके मुख्य तारीफ़ आहिनि। मोहन जो दड़ो सिंध जी तहज़ीब तारीफ़ आहे। ईअं हिकिड़ो तारीफ़ असांजो शाह अब्दुल लतीफ़ भिटाई आहे। ऐं शाह अब्दुल लतीफ़ भिटाईअ जी शाइरी ऐं मौसीक़ीअ ते उन शख़्सियत एतिरो वॾो कमु कयो आहे जो समूरी दुनिया जो ध्यानु पाण तरफ़ झुकायो आहे। उहा शख़्सियत सिंध में रही बि आहे ऐं सिंध में उन्हनि माॻनि मकाननि खे बि ॾिठो आहे। शाह जे राग जे हवाले सां बेपनाह माण्हुनि सां, बेपनाह रागियुनि सां गुफ़्तगू कई आहे ऐं उन शाह जे राग जे हवाले सां PhD बि कई आहे। PhD खां पोइ उहो पोस्ट डॉक्टरेट बि करे थी पई ऐं जेको रिसर्च जो कमु आहे उहो तमामु वॾो कमु आहे। ऐं हूअ जेको असीं चवंदा आहियूं विलायत खां हिते आई, 7 समुंड पार करे हिते आई आहे। असीं ज़िक्र करे रहिया आहियूं डॉक्टर हुआंग पी लिंग जी। डॉक्टर साहिबु, तव्हांजी महिरबानी, तव्हां असां सां गॾु प्रोग्राम में आयो, वक़्तु ॾिनो। तव्हांखे खोड़ सिंध जा माण्हू सुञाणनि बि था त तव्हां डिघो अरसो सिंध में रही करे हज़रत शाह अब्दुल लतीफ़ भिटाईअ जे कलाम जे हवाले सां कमु कयो। शाह लतीफ़ ते राग ते जेको तव्हां कमु कयो आहे उन ते बि गुफ़्तगू कंदासीं, पर पहिरियां तव्हां असांखे ॿुधायो त तव्हां असुल में किथां जा आहियो ऐं तव्हांजो शाह लतीफ़ जे राग ॾांहुं ध्यानु कीअं वियो?
अच्छा, महिरबानी, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। ऐं वरी महिरबानी मूंखे इनवाइट कयो आहे। त आउं दरअसल ताइवान खां आहियां। ताइवान चाइना खां भरिसां आहे। हा, हिकु जज़ीरो आहे।
हा, जज़ीरो आहे, ॿेट आहे। नाज़रीन, असीं तव्हांखे ॿुधाईंदा हलूं त जेकी डॉक्टर साहिबु आहे उन शाह जो राग न रुॻो सिखियो आहे, परफॉर्म कयो आहे। उन करे शाह जो राग जॾहिं उहा कंसर्ट्स में या इवन भिटाईअ जे मज़ार ते ॻाए थी तॾहिं घटि महसूसु थींदो आहे त को हुनखे सिंधी नथी अचे, पर बहरहाल हुनजी सिंधी ॿोलीअ ते ओतिरी कमाल न आहे। इन करे असीं गुफ़्तगू जॾहिं कंदासीं त पहिरियां सिंधीअ में बि कुझु गुफ़्तगू कंदासीं ऐं जिते ज़रूरत पवंदी उते असीं अंग्रेज़ीअ जी मदद बि वठंदासीं। ऐं डॉक्टर साहिबु, तव्हां भला शाह लतीफ़ सां तव्हांजो कनेक्शन कीअं थियो? पहिरियों तारीफ़ तव्हां सां शाह लतीफ़ जो कहिड़ो हुयो?
अच्छा, ही वॾी कहानी आहे, पर शॉर्ट में त मूंखे ॾाढो वणियो ही बुज़ुर्गनि जो दरगाह में ज़ियारत कंदा। 2012 खां इंडिया में बि हुआसीं, पाकिस्तान में हर जिथे
मज़ार
हुते मज़ा आहे त हुते ज़ियारत।
पर तव्हां त हुनजे राग ते वियो, तव्हांजे राग ते, म्यूज़िक ते वियो तव्हां भिटाईअ जे।
हा, त पहिरीं लाहौर में हिकु सूफ़ी म्यूज़िक फेस्टिवल, त हुन जो प्रोग्राम में मूं ॾिठो।
शाह जा रागीत ॿुधा पहिरियों भेरो तव्हां?
ॿुधी कान हुई, पर प्रोग्राम में ॾिठा। लिखियलु आहे बिदशाह, मज़ार आहे ऐं राग बि आहे।
ईअं तव्हांजो तारीफ़?
हा।
I will just want to know how you feel when you reside in Sindh. You are here for years, and what connection you have developed with Sindh? What is your experience about living in Sindh?
सिंध जा माण्हू ॾाढो मुहबत वारा माण्हू आहिनि। त ऐं महिमान नवाज़ी ऐं ही सभु शइ, सभु प्यार मूंखे जाम
प्यार मिलियो। ऐं पोइ तव्हां, मां उहो बि चवां पियो थो त पोइ तव्हां हिते 2012 खां अचणु शुरू कयो ऐं डिघो अरसो भिटशाह में रहियो। उहा कहाणी बि दिलचस्प कहाणी आहे।
अच्छा, 2014 खां मूं पहिरीं दफ़ा भिटशाह में आयसि।
भिटशाह में आया ऐं पोइ हुते मंठार फ़क़ीर जूणे जे सां तव्हांजो?
हा, पहिरीं इस्लामाबाद में हिकु लोक विरसा जो क्राफ्ट्स फेयर में भिटशाह खां जो आर्टिज़न यूनिस सुमरो ऐं हुनजो भाउ, हू अजरक
ठाहींदा आहिनि, जिन जो साम्हूं अजरक सेंटर आहे।
जी जी जी। हा, त पहिरीं हुन सां मिलियासीं। हा, पोइ हुन जो
उन तव्हांखे वास्तो करायो
हा वास्तो करायो ऐं
बंठार फ़क़ीर सां
हा हा
ऐं पोइ तव्हांजो उतां डिज़ाइन कयल हुयो त तव्हांखे शाह जो राग सिखणो आहे छाकाणि त तव्हांजो कमु त रिसर्च ते हुयो एथनो म्यूज़िक जो तव्हांजो कमु आहे न
जी
पोइ इहो कमु अॻिते वधियो कीअं
2014 मुंहिंजो एप्लीकेशन माना US जो यूनिवर्सिटीअ में एक्सेप्ट कयो त हो त पहिरीं सेमेस्टर में विंटर CO जो वेकेशन में त पिछा में थोरो सर्वे रिसर्च सर्वे कराया त मंठार फ़क़ीर जो घर में कुझु सुर सिखियो ऐं पोइ वरी महसूसु थियो त ही रिसर्च करे
सघिजे थी ग़ालिबन ब्रेन ब्राउन बि जेको आहे शाह लतीफ़ जे राग ते कमु करे थो ऐं उहो भारती कच्छ में आहे तव्हांजी पाण में इंटरेक्शन बि रहियो भिटाईअ जे राग जे हवाले सां
हा 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 जी जी
अच्छा
हा असीं US में एथनोम्यूज़िकोलॉजी जो कॉन्फ्रेंस आहिनि त हुन में असां मिलियासीं त शाह लतीफ़ जो जे बारे में ऐं सिंधी मौसीक़ी थिए त असीं कोलीग आहियूं त दिलचस्पी ॻाल्हि आहे त जेकॾहिं आउं हिते फील्ड वर्क कंदा हुआ त हू बि कच्छ में फील्ड वर्क हा कच्छ में
ऐं उन बि सिखियो आहे राग तव्हां
हा हा हू बि फ़क़ीर कच्छ में जो रागी फ़क़ीर
रिसेंटली हिते आया हुया
त असीं रब्ता हूंदा हुआ
हिक ॿिए सां राब्ते में भला छा सम्झो था तव्हां हाणे हेतिरो वॾो कमु करे चुका आहियो त सिंध जी लाइफ खे बि तव्हां ॾिठो आहे चङो भलो ॾिठो आहे केतिरो अहम तव्हां सम्झो था भिटाईअ जो ॿ शयूं आहिनि हिकिड़ो आहे पोइट्री ॿी आहे हुनजी म्यूज़िक सिंध जे लाइफ में हिकिड़े ॿाहिरियूं माण्हू जेको ताइवान जो माण्हू आहे हिते आयो आहे उन खे केतिरी इम्पोर्टेंस नज़र अचे थी भिटाईअ जे शाइरी ऐं मौसीक़ीअ जी
सभ खां मथे आहे
हा
इन जे करे It's my great honor and that I was received so welcomed in Sindh because of Shah Lateef.
This is a question which I'll repeat. How was your experience living here? Because you people have your own, norms. For example, privacy is better, but here it is a communal system. So what is your experience?
Yes, because everyone is so loving and welcoming, so before coming here, I was a more, private person. I didn't like to talk to people much, but I think here, living with Mantar Fakir and his family and visiting all the people and receiving welcome, I also learned from them how to be loving with each other and treat each other with care and respect. Yeah.
So what impact do you feel? Is there an impact even Shah Lateef's poetry and music have left over your life, personal life?
Ishq, mohabbat.
Yes.
Is mana dil mein vatik vate pyo.
You become more loving.
I think more. I can feel the loving and feel the love that is all around us in people, and I also feel love for
this
more.
This brings you near to spirituality, or it makes distance between materialism and spirituality. You feel?
There are two sides. So in Shah Lateef's poetry, mostly it is about virah. So it's separation. So in that you are alone and you are meditating and you are just thinking about your separation from Allah. But then on the other side it is about love and connection with other people. So both sides I think I have experienced in Sindh and Picha.
And how people in Taiwan see you? Because majority of the people don't know what you are doing. What is Shah Lateef? I don't know how many people know Shah Lateef's poetry, thoughts, in Taiwan. So there must be some comments from your family, from your friends, from your circles.
Mostly they don't understand, but they think it is very courageous and very interesting that I am coming to Sindh since so long and coming to Pakistan, and they are all very interested in my travels and the music that I'm learning. Yes.
असीं गुफ़्तगू जारी रखंदासीं पर हिकिड़ी साहीअ जो वक़्तु थियो आहे. वेलकम बैक नाज़रीन. असीं गुफ़्तगू करे रहिया आहियूं डॉक्टर हुआंग सां, जेका शाह लतीफ़ जे मौसीक़ीअ जे हवाले सां ताइवान मां ख़ुसूसी तौर ते सिंध में आई आहे. शाह जो राग सिखियो आहे, पोइट्री सिखी आहे ऐं हुन सिंध में रुॻो वक़्तु बि गुज़ारियो आहे. 2014 खां मुख़्तलिफ़ वक़्तनि ते हिते रहंदी रही आहे, वेंदी रही आहे ऐं हाणे पोस्ट डॉक्टरेट करे थी, यानी PhD थी चुकी, पोस्ट डॉक्टरेट कनि पिया था. डॉक्टर साहब ही ॿुधाईंदो असांखे त एग्ज़ैक्टली असांजा माण्हू ॿुधणु चाहींदा त एग्ज़ैक्टली तव्हांजी जेको PhD आहे उनजो सब्जेक्ट छा आहे ऐं उन जा मुख़्तलिफ़ डायमेंशन्स छा आहिनि.
अच्छा, मुंहिंजो मौज़ू आहे एथनोम्यूज़िकोलॉजी, माना डिपार्टमेंट म्यूज़िक डिपार्टमेंट आहे. हिन में हिकु हिसो आहे एथनोम्यूज़िकोलॉजी. तो एथनोम्यूज़िकोलॉजी is the study of music in culture, as culture. So we are interested in seeing how people are performing music and how they are living and the way that they create meaning through music. So that is the main perspective that I brought in looking at Shajo Rag. So basically I was working with Ragi fakirs and through their lives and their stories understanding Shajo Rag.
A layman's question, very layman's question. What can this type of subject give you? You are spending more time, you are investing your energies, your research work. What can this work in return give you?
It gives me a lot.
A lot. It gives you a lot.
Yes.
Not in material shape, but
not in material shape, but in terms of knowledge and in terms of internal wisdom and spiritually, I think it also is very enriching. Two
great gains you counted as internal wisdom and spirituality. And what major lesson or major thing you have observed in Shah Latif's poetry and music which connects people? According to your observation, what is the major thing which connects so closely to people?
I think it's the one main theme that emerged from my dissertation was emotions. So that is why the title, the first part of the title is Ways of Love. So it is about how people use love and emotions and live in that kind of way to be to practice being a person, a Muslim or a fakir or whatever. So the way that they become a person that they wish to become is through love and through emotions.
So have you found any shape of refined man which portrays Bhetai in poetry? What are the qualities of a refined man which narrates Bhetai?
I think that is too deep a question. There's so many qualities.
Yeah. It's too deep a question. So many qualities. And have you gone up? I know you have referred more than 244 books written on Shah Latif's poetry or music, or more than these books. I have gone through your dissertation. And what you find that what is the missing part on which you stressed in your research?
Yeah, so in Sindh, I think there is a lot of research on Shah Latif's poetry, on his life, on history. So that is all I have been referencing, and that is also not my field of expertise. So I think what I could contribute was the lens of music and sound, because that was what was less in the literature on Shalativ.
Okay, you have, during your research, you must have known that there are a huge number of Shaja Ragis which are male. Perhaps it happened due to you that a group of female singers emerged, and Manthar Fakir and formed a group of his own daughters, and, you know. So, do you feel, is there your own comment on this situation that Shalatif has praised Shalatif's heroines are females, but there was no female group of Shalatif singers? What was your feeling? Now it is a group.
So I wrote a chapter on this, actually.
Yeah, you have
yes, in the dissertation as well. It's Shaja Sumyu, Shalatif's heroines. So it's a very interesting phenomenon that in Shalatif's poetry he wrote about more than 7, actually, many heroines. But in that chapter as well, I traced the historically how this kind of topic emerged in Sufi poetry, which is a kind of trope for thinking about human and God, the relationship between human and God. So in the poetry itself, I think it is more metaphorical. So in real life, I think there are a lot of real life customs and, you know, the Sindhi family system and concepts about a patriarchal family and honor and all that, which actually there are women who sing Shajo Rag, but only in the family. They don't sing outside. So in my research, I also met many women who used to listen to Rag and who could sing Rag, but mostly just within their families.
But it is credit goes to you that you become the reason this tradition break down, and at least one group of female singers emerged.
I think also it's because of times are changing. So there are more women who are not afraid of criticisms from other people. For example, Manthar Fakir's daughters, they want to, you know, pursue this, they want to sing, and so it also takes a lot of courage.
Otherwise, there are so many other female singers in Sindhi, but there were no Shaj or Ragi singers.
Yes.
Female singers.
Because it is usually at the shrines, in the Latif's Dargah or in other takia. So there are a lot of local people who else, you know, they are, the women, they will think that, oh, I don't want to show myself in front of these people.
What was, you know, difficult or something major difficulty when you worked here? What was the major difficulty?
I think still there is, because I think my body is not as strong. So there is a lot of activities going on, and I become very tired very easily. So when I become tired, then eating and, you know, digestion, it breaks down. So that I have to really take care of. So I have to eat very lightly, and because, you know, when people are inviting me for lunch or dinner, they prepare a lot of food and very rich, you know, gosht and everything. So then it becomes a burden for my stomach. Yes, that's the main.
छाकाणि तव्हां ॻाल्हि कई आहे त थकिजी पवंदा हो, इन करे तव्हांखे थकिजण नथा ॾियूं, ब्रेक वठूं था ऐं पोइ वरी
महिरबानी.
वेलकम बैक. नाज़रीन, असां सां गॾु आहिनि डॉक्टर पी लिंग, ऐं उन सां असीं गुफ़्तगू करे रहिया आहियूं शाह जे राग जे हवाले सां. तव्हां ॿुधाईंदो त शाह खे तव्हां ज़रा मुतालियो कयो, हुन जा सुर ॿुधा बि, पढ़िया बि, सम्झा बि, पर कहिड़नि सुरनि तव्हांखे वधीक, कहिड़ा सुर तव्हांखे वधीक पंहिंजा महसूसु थिया, वेझा महसूसु थिया, या तव्हांजे पसंदि जा सुर जेके आहिनि?
मूंखे सभु जेका सुरमी जे सुर वणियूं आहिनि जीअं सोनी मारी ससुई में 5 सुर न आहिनि हा त हुन में जो शाइरी बि आहिनि ऐं सुर जो मेलोडी आहिनि त सभु मूंखे ॾाढो वणियो
ख़ुदि जेको शाह जे कलाम में जेको हिकिड़ी टेक्निक इस्तेमालु कयल आहे उहा आहे कंहिं लोक दास्तान या कंहिं इवेंट जे खे इस्तेमालु करे पोइ को मैसेज हिडन मैसेज ॾियण जो उन जो इम्पैक्ट तव्हां कीअं महसूसु कयो ॾिसण ससुई आहे त हिकिड़ो स्ट्रगल जो मैसेज बनायो हुनखे मारवी आहे त हुनजो हिकिड़ो ॿियो वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट जो इम्पैक्ट आयो हुबल वतनी जो इम्पैक्ट त आयो पर तव्हां हुनखे डिफाइन कयो त इहो women empowerment by
I think I find a lot of strength from these women's stories. For example, during field work, there were times when I felt very tired and lost, and then I think about Sasui, who is on her journey, and then so I look up to her, what she has done, and she's just, persevering in the desert. So, yeah, from that I find a lot of strength.
Okay. ज़ाहिर तव्हांजो हितां जो PhD वारो कमु बंदि थी वियो आहे पोस्ट डॉक्टरेट आहे ऐं हेतिरो ॾुगो अरसो हिते रहियो आहे Do you feel that you have developed some relationship with this land?
बिल्कुल Absolutely.
So, do you feel any need when you are in Vietnam at some time that I should go back to Sindhi or Pakistan?
Yes, of course. I have been coming every year since 2014. Unfortunately, due to COVID, in 2020 was my last time here, and after 2 years, for 2 years I was not able to leave Taiwan because of lockdowns and all that. So finally.
What will your PhD or this educational your journey contribute to your personal life or your personal gains in Vietnam?
I think it was such a very intense and very unforgettable experience for me to have been able to come to Sindh and live here and feel the love from all the people, especially in the family of Mantar Fakir, my Ustad. Yeah, so that is really one of the, I think, highlights, would be one of the highlights of my life that I will never forget. And inshallah, it will continue. I will continue to develop and more relationships in Sindh.
Do you share your experiences? I am sure that you must have shared your experiences with your people, and the love of the people, traditions of the people, lifestyle of the people. What is comment in Taiwan on this life of Israel?
So I think in Taiwan, because of capitalism and modern development and all that, so people's life become very busy. So there, maybe in my parents' generation or in my grandparents' generation, it was like this as well, that people have time to just go to another person's house and start to chit-chat, and everyone, whenever you come, they'll be welcomed and they'll invite you for tea. But unfortunately, in Taiwan, that is no longer the case. So people are just very busily doing their work. Yeah, so that is what I miss about being in Sindh, that you really take things slowly, but you take the relationships very seriously.
Yes, seriously. And you have been here, you have been, using the wardrobes and all these local things. What is your impression on handicrafts and all these things?
Sindhi ajrak मूंखे ॾाढो शौक़ु आहे ऐं
तव्हां कल्ह तव्हांजी शर्ट बि कल्ह हुनजी पाती and is there any similarity? What are the similarities, if there are, in Vietnam and our society? Are some artifacts or some handicrafts any similarity?
I think it's very different.
Different.
Yeah, here the handicrafts are really so intricate and beautiful. Yeah, of course in Taiwan there are other beautiful
But
things.
it is more mechanized or digitalized world, so these are not
Yes,
the things.
yes.
And what major obstacle you feel is for this area or people of this area in their conversion into modern world?
I think basically there it is governmental planning and resources, that infrastructure. Yeah, and main. I think people are trying very hard, but there needs to be like a overall planning. Yeah.
Support systems.
Yes.
Okay. And how was your experience working with institutions? You have been in various institutions like Shah Bhatai Cultural Center, Sindhi Language Authority, Sindhi Adabi Board, Sindhology, and so many others. How was your experience?
Yeah, so right now for my postdoc, I am doing a bit of historical research on the early days of these institutions, and I have a lot of respect for the people who were working here, for example, Dr. Nabi Baksh Baloch and Dr. G. Alana, all these people who were pivotal in establishing these institutions so that they can store the archives and the rights, the research, and so for us later to be able to access them.
Some message or some few words for your viewers in Sindhi, or what you can say at the end of our chit chat? माण्हुनि खे कीअं था लॻो था, माण्हुनि सां तव्हांजो रिश्तो कीअं आहे, छा चवणु चाहींदो माण्हुनि खे?
बस मेहरबानी.
Okay, you become so emotional. Thank you, Dr. Huang, Pei Ling साहिबा. असांजी गुफ़्तगू कई, तव्हां हुनजा जेके मुख़्तलिफ़ वीडियोज़ आहिनि उहे तव्हां यूट्यूब ते बि ॾिसी सघो था. उन खां सवाइ हुनजी PhD जी जो रिसर्च वर्क आहे ॿियो आहे, पर हीअ असां गुफ़्तगू हुन सां पे हिते जेकी हुनजी हिते जर्नी रही, हिते जेको सॼो वक़्तु गुज़रियो उन में हुननि जा पंहिंजा तजुर्बा कहिड़ा हुया, उन बाबति संदनि एक्सप्रेशन्स कहिड़ा हुया. तव्हां टाइम कढी आयो, तव्हां वक़्तु ॾिनो, तव्हांजी महिरबानी. गुफ़्तगू मोकिलायूं था. अला भाई.